Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your personal generative AI podcast. Today, we're all aboard for a deep dive into Railroad Tycoon 2, a game that's more than just trains. It's a historical epic.
Ooh, I love trains. I'm ready to chug along. So what makes Railroad Tycoon 2 so special? Was it just the graphics?
No, not just the graphics, though the pseudo 3D for its time was amazing. It's the whole package. The author talks about how it's surprisingly abstract, each trip representing hundreds or thousands unseen. Imagine that. A year to go from Baltimore to Washington in the early game.
A year? That's, incredibly slow. But it makes sense historically, right? Early locomotives weren't exactly speed demons.
Exactly. And that's what's brilliant. It's not just a game, it's a historical lesson. Each scenario is set in a real historical context, with real events shaping the gameplay. You're building railroads in the American Wild West, then Europe, then across continents.
So it's like a historical strategy game with trains? I see. But the article mentions something about the stock market?
Oh yeah, the stock market is a huge part of it. In some scenarios, mastering the stock market is even more important than building efficient rail lines. It's ruthless, just like the real-life robber barons.
Robber barons. I love it. Sounds cutthroat. Did it have multiplayer?
Absolutely. The article mentions networked multiplayer, epic business conflicts as vicious as any StarCraft game. The competition was fierce.
Wow, that sounds intense. But the article also mentions something about the game's origins and a potential legal controversy.
Yeah, there's a fascinating postscript about the game's creator, Phil Steinmeier. Apparently, there were accusations that he used code from his previous work on Heroes of Might and Magic to develop Railroad Tycoon 2.
Wait, what? How could that even happen? Those games seem completely different.
That's what makes it so wild. The article suggests he might have used some low-level code, maybe even some placeholder art. The horse icons representing difficulty levels in Railroad Tycoon 2 were lifted directly from Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It's a smoking gun, as the author puts it.
Incredible. So it was a case of reusing assets, perhaps unintentionally? A bit of a shortcut under pressure?
Possibly. The article suggests it might have been a bit of a shortcut under pressure, but it also touches on the potential bad blood between Steinmeier and the Heroes series creator, John Van Caneghem. It became quite a messy legal situation, possibly involving a hefty settlement.
Wow, a real-life drama behind a train game? That's amazing. But beyond all that, the article really seemed to love the game.
Oh, absolutely. The author considers it a sparkling creative success and a commercial one, a true classic. The graphics, sound, music, all contribute to the immersive experience. It's a game that really captures the romance of the railroad.
It sounds like a must-play. Thank you for this fascinating journey through the history of Railroad Tycoon 2.
You're welcome. And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. Until next time, keep those trains running. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.